welcome to Gen U according to CD, that is Government of National Unity. So let's go to Mexico and together with the rest of the world. So I saw a comment not so long ago and somebody was like, no, stop lying, nobody's talking about Mia LaRue. Nobody is talking about Mia LaRue. I'm like, I'm sure you're living under some rock without Wi-Fi. Why would you even think like that? Because Mia LaRue is the talk of the town in Mexico and outside of Mexico, in South Africa and outside of South Africa, in Africa and outside of Africa, in the world and outside of the world into the universe. What are you talking about? Clearly, you are so hidden from the rest of the world, but that is your chat and we are not going to be a part of it. But anyways, guys, as you already know, that Mia LaRue has South Africa on her shoulders. And not only South Africa she holds on her shoulders, but also over 160 million deaf people globally. That if she wins, let me just say if, let's speak in faith, when she wins the Miss Universe crown, she will be representing over 160 deaf people globally. 4 million of them are South Africans.
If Mia wins Miss Universe, she's not only representing South Africa, but the whole deaf community that consists of 460 million plus worldwide. She's giving them hope that they can be a part of anything they want, that it's possible for them to.
So there's a lot going on, and from what I understand, Mia LaRue, she's doing her level best, which is impressing a lot of people because rehearsals are very difficult on her. I think I did play you a video of her basically sharing how difficult she has been finding the rehearsals, but now she got the grasp of everything that is going on. And she did say in her video that what people find their own way on how to catch up or to find a beat, and I think all that she has to do is count. You know, the counts, a group of countings. That way she will be fine when she's on the finale stage and doing her thing. I also understand as well that the choreographer also made it very simple moves so that they can cater for Mia LaRue, which I'm very grateful for. I'm grateful to Miss Universe organization. I'm grateful to all the people that are making sure that they are being considerate of Mia LaRue. I think as well the other girls with 2 left feet are also kind of like, whoo, thank you, Mia LaRue. Thank you so much, because I couldn't have done this. From what I understand, the choreography steps were quite difficult until somebody said, can you bring them down a little bit so that you can be considerate of Miss Mia LaRue? And I'm very grateful again, absolutely, and I'm sure every South African is grateful for that. Now, the goss is, remember the lady that was crying on her live? There are 2 strategies that she had in mind. The obvious one, oversell her, her situation with South Africa. Make South Africa look so bad that Mia LaRue is the one that does not place in the top 30, let alone in the top 12. I don't know if that is evil or what, but the world is like, listen, girl, you need to strap up and get back to life because this is Miss Universe. The last thing that you need to do is show vulnerability, because when you are Miss Universe, they don't want to see you crying all the time about one thing or another. There are some difficult things and difficult times you may go through as a Miss Universe. Is this what we're going to be seeing? That is what some people were saying. And of course, her fans will be like, oh, shame. South Africa, you bad, bad people. So what I'm trying to say is that stunt kind of like boomeranged. It hit her back on the face. That is why the following day she had to come back looking all bubbly as if nothing had happened, because she realized that, oh yeah, by the way, I'm in Miss Universe. I must not show vulnerability, because that takes away your points. whoever, I'm sorry for laughing. Whoever gave her that advice, be vulnerable, go to your room, put on a live and cry, and make South Africa look bad. Make South Africa look bad, but no, it didn't work. No, it didn't work, and it will not work. So that has a first strategy. Her second strategy, excuse me. So apparently, she was called aside regarding the identity thing that is going on in South Africa and all of that. And she gave an explanation of some sort, and then they wanted to know from her. So, with this legal wrangle stuff going on all around you, what is Miss Universe ought to do? Are you sure that you will be able to carry through the competition? She said, yes, I can. And so that is why she felt so overwhelmed and then set up a live and then talked about it, about how she's so sick and tired, basically talking about her journey through going through through this journey of Miss Universe. And now the looks like the owners and the organizers are like, okay, wait, there's a dark cloud hanging over this lady. We need to find out from her what Miss Universe organization do here going forward. So I think maybe she might be told other things regarding her competition, because I'm now looking at her spirit. The spirit kind of like changed, because I've been looking, especially yesterday when they were doing the I don't know if that's going to be the opening of Miss Universe, where the Miss Universe what's her name again, the Palestro girl. Yeah, I think that will be like the opening scene of Miss Universe pageant for those that are watching on television as well as on the internet. So I was looking at her. I was like, I'm very interested to see how her spirit is since the time she had that live. It's changed. It has changed. So I suspect that she might have been told that, listen, you may place top 30, which I don't think they should tell us something like that at all. It's all going to depend on her performance. But I don't think she's going to make it that far because of that dark cloud. And I don't think Miss Universe, the organization itself, will want to associate itself with something like this. Whether it's true or not, perception is reality, right? So I think maybe she realized, oh my goodness, my dream of becoming Miss Universe may actually be jeopardized by this dark cloud that is hovering over me. Anyways, I was like, the strategy to get people to hate us as if it's the people that decide who wins Miss Universe. Clearly, there's a lot of education that needs to be done around this so that people understand. And I also got another question about the differences between Miss World and Miss Universe. I will explain that in my next video so you understand the differences. Yes, there is a very big differences, but also very big similarities at the same time. But the important part is that yes, there are differences between Miss World and Miss Universe. So as I was saying, the world is talking about Mia Roux. Here's an interview, I think it's a podcast by Goddess on TikTok, who had a guest, and they were talking about Mia Roux. Basically, they were answering a comment about Miss Universe, the viewers, and winning of hearts, and then they had that conversation. And the great things that they are saying about Mia Roux, as well as many other people anyways, are saying the same thing about Mia Roux. I must also say thank you to those that keep promoting her by thinking cutting it down to size was actually doing, I don't know what they were thinking. In fact, it made Mia Roux very, very famous. And I want to say thank you. That's the power of algorithms. That's the power of algorithms. I keep saying it, guys. The more they talk about you, shh. Do it like how Beyonce does it. She keeps quiet and makes money out of the haters. Because the more people hate on you, the more those that did not know about you go and Google you, and they're like, I like this person. What's wrong with these people that hate her? Because she's beautiful. Because she's beautiful. And another thing that I've also noticed about African hot pickers, I get it. I get it. You're all Africans. There are no white people in your country, some of y'all. So you always bypass Mia LaRue or you minimize her performance or even her presence in Mexico, which is kind of like silly if you ask me. Even those that try to rate and rank and do all of that, Mia LaRue never features simply because she's a white girl. And y'all are religious people, aren't y'all? What's about what would the hate? Darkness and light. Can you explain to me how are these two are buddies suddenly? Because I'm sure as the Bible exists that light and darkness is in the Bible. They do not mix. Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? You are hateful. Hate equals evil. That's what you are. That's who you are. You know, you can justify it all you want. Mia LaRue is a South African in Africa, whether you like it or not. So if you are going to do your hot picks, then rather don't do rankings and analyzing. Just do all the girls that are in Mexico because you are exposing the evilness that you are. And you keep thinking you're serving God when you're actually serving Satan. People. Hey, okay, before I make it too long, here's the video of the podcast. In fact, it's the podcast, so you can't see the people talking. I hear what they're saying about Mia LaRue. And those that hate her, eat cake.
Others will definitely punch the air after
So
listening
Miss
to this.
Universe,
South Africa,
it's
listen
more
to
than just
this.
the glitz and glam this time, right?
Definitely.
We're
Yeah.
taking a deep dive
Love it.
into an article from Bona magazine about this year's contestant from South Africa,
Right.
Mia LaRue.
She's pretty incredible.
She's yeah, there's a lot of buzz around her.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to unpack, what's going on there,
Awesome.
and what makes her so remarkable.
South Africa always brings it, you know?
Yeah.
Like every year they always have these amazing contenders.
I feel like they're always in the top
Yeah. They're in the
10 or like
top 10, top 5, like
top 5. Yeah,
they're always right up there.
consistently.
So the expectations are super high this year.
Yeah, for sure. So she's already kind of living up to that.
It seems like it.
I mean, even just a couple days into the competition, there's a lot of attention on her online.
That's so cool.
Like the article even mentioned, there's one tweet from Miss Universe 2015, Pia Wurtzbach.
Oh, wow.
She said, South Africa's got a real gem this year. Mia LaRue is one to watch.
I love it when the former winners get in on the buzz, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's not all hype either.
Right.
It's not just like people saying she's going to be great.
Yeah.
She's actually doing some pretty interesting things. And
I love her arrival outfit.
Yeah.
The article describes it as
this is striking.
this all red ensemble.
Yeah, it was.
Just powerful, confident.
It said she was basically announcing to the world
Yeah.
that she was here.
I love that.
She was here to stay.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like she's not shying away from any of it, you know?
Yeah.
She's just going for it.
But even beyond the buzz, right, and like
Yeah.
the bold fashion choices,
Yeah.
there's something even more incredible about her.
Totally.
She is the first deaf contestant
Ever.
in Miss Universe history.
That's pretty mind-blowing, you know, when you think about like the history of booty pageants.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been
The focus on physical perfection.
yeah.
This very like
The narrow
this,
idea of what beauty is.
Exactly.
And she's really challenging all that.
she really is.
Just by just being there.
It's like I said, it's mind blowing, and it opens up, I think,
Yeah.
such an important conversation about
Yeah.
what it means to be.
To be a beauty queen.
Yeah.
And the article also said that she wears a cochlear implant,
Right.
which is just I
It's
think
huge
You
to be
know,
that open about it.
yeah,
On such a massive platform.
it takes a lot of courage, I think.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean,
it's inspiring
Yeah,
that
sure.
environment.
yeah,
Yeah.
and for the deaf community
For sure.
to see someone like her up there,
Yeah.
it's got to be just like incredibly empowering.
Yeah. Totally.
It's a message about visibility.
About inclusion, about redefining beauty standards. I mean,
Yeah.
this is major.
Absolutely.
So it's so much more than just a competition, you know.
Yeah, and meanwhile, there's all the like
Yeah.
normal Miss Universe stuff happening too, like the
Mhm.
article mentioned.
Full of things.
Brand partnerships and personal statements and interviews and
Yeah, photo shoots.
all that stuff. It's
Swimsuit, evening gown, the whole 9 yards.
a lot.
A lot to juggle.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder,
Yeah.
how her experience might be different.
Yeah.
As the first deaf contestant navigating all of that.
Yeah.
Is she changing the way they approach things?
Yeah.
Is she opening doors for others?
Yeah.
Like these are the questions that come to mind,
Yeah, it's not just about winning.
Right.
It's about the impact she's having.
Exactly.
Even just by being there.
So I guess to kind of wrap up our deep dive into Mila Roux's journey, I mean, like, here's something to think about,
Yeah.
Like, could she actually redefine what it means to be Miss Universe?
Wow.
Could her participation change perceptions of beauty and ability?
On a global scale.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big stage.
Huge.
It's a global stage.
It's a huge.
So it's going to be pretty fascinating to watch
Absolutely.
her journey unfold
Oh.
and see what happens.
Absolutely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.